is in Denmark then. And it's the Czech champions who are in town today. CEZ Nymburk are no strangers to the Bakken Bears. They met twice last year in the FIBA Europe Cup. And here is a look at the Group A fixtures on game day number 1. Ironi Naharia against Banvit is already underway, and there's 2 matches to come. Later on tonight, the Helios Suns against Aris, and Monaco take on the Fraport Skyliners. But our focus will remain here in Aarhus, one of the great cities of Denmark. The Bakken Bears, who had to come through qualifying, the second round of it anyway, to get this far into the group stages. They brushed aside the Estonians' Tartu, winning both legs to secure their passage into the Champions League group stages, and a good crowd as well inside the Aarhus Arena for tonight's clash. Plenty of expectation here. These are 2 teams used to winning. There is a lot of challenge at their disposal. Here is the Nymburk side first of all. There's a few Czech internationals to make you aware of, number 6, 7 and 9 in particular. Pavel Pumpala was a new signing over the summer. Wojtek Hruban, Yuri Velš and Petr Bender have all got international experience with the Czech Republic. And Howard Sant-Rus, he's one to watch out for as well. The Cuban is a danger in the forward positions. But the Bakken Bears have plenty of talent on show tonight as well. Most notably is perhaps the new signing from college basketball, Akun Purcell, the number 5, who's averaging more than 20 points a game so far this season. Dwayne Benjamin is a well-known name as well, although he's only 23 years of age. There's more experience in Nikolai Iversen, the number 10, who is a veteran of Danish basketball. There is the man they're all talking about at the moment, Javon Akon Purcell, in his first pro season. Sylvester Berg as well. Time for the team presentations then. The scene is already set.
Number 7, Wojtek Hruban. Number 9, Jenny Wells. Number 10, Eugene Lawrence. Number 13, Martin Madelka. Number 21, Tony Meyer. Number 22, Matthias Svoboda. Number 23, Howard Sant-Rus. And number 31, Martin Fries.
Familiar turf then for the Nymburk players. Last year they met in the FIBA Europe Cup here, and they missed out on victory by the smallest of margins. They were beaten 82-79 here at home soil, whilst the Bakken Bears also won the return leg by a margin of just 2 points. Almost a full house inside the Aarhus Arena, on their feet to welcome the Bakken Bears.
Nummer 12, Og den nummer 21 kommer til linjehallen, Mathias Kilo.
"40 teams in 22 countries, 324 matches across 8 months. It can only be the start of the Basketball Champions League season." And we've got 2 fine teams on show tonight. Pleasantries exchanged. And it'll be on with the action in just a few moments' time. Here are officials tonight. Peter Obradovic, Lorenzo Baldini, and from Lithuania, Gintaras Vitkauskas.
Umpires Lorenzo Baldini from Italy and Gintaras Vitkauskas from Lithuania. Technical delegate Anne Hollensen from Germany.
Well, for the Bakken Bears, it's a transitionary period. They are the runners-up in their domestic league. They have been for the last 2 seasons behind Horsens, which has been a real sticking point for the club. So they've brought in a new coach. As we look at the CEZ Nymburk starting 5, Welsh, Sandrus, Bender, Gruban and Anthony Meyer. That is an extremely strong and experienced starting 5, including 3 members of the Czech national team who represented their country at Eurobasket 2015. Bolstered by the likes of Howard Sandrus. Ronan Ginsberg is their head coach, of course. The Israeli, who's also the manager of the Czech national team, so no great surprise that he likes to keep things simple and include as many as possible. The Bakken Bears, meanwhile, line up with Laerke, Giselle, Juf, Benjamin and the experienced Nikolai Iversen, who is 36 years young. Dwayne Benjamin's an exciting talent. This means, though, that Devon Akon Purcell, who's been lighting up the Danish league so far this season, remains attached to the substitutes bench for now. And their returning coach is Stefan Weiss, who used to be head coach here a few years ago, but he's come back in looking to restore the glory days in domestic basketball, but also on the continental stage as well. And you can tell that this is a priority for them, the Basketball Champions League, because look at the size of the crowd. Full to the rafters here. Done a mighty fine job, have the Bakken Bears. Second place in the Superliga was enough to see the Bakken Bears qualify for the first season of the Basketball Champions League. You have your say on social media, by the way, using the hashtag BasketballCL. Final pep talk then for the coaches and the captains. 14-time Danish champions, the Bakken Bears, against CEZ Nymburk, who've won the Czech Championship 13 years running. And to give you an idea of just how in form Nymburk are, listen to this statistic. They've won all of their 7 matches in the domestic league so far this season at an average winning margin of 35 points. So they are a team accustomed to victory. It has all of the makings of a feisty and thrilling encounter. Let's hope it is so. Final handshakes, the final countdown. It is the start of the Basketball Champions League. This match from Group A, featuring the Bakken Bears and CEZ Nymburk. And it's all live for you from the Aarhus Arena in Denmark. The Bakken Bears, all in white, win the tip-off and have possession. And here's Giselle. Now Iversen to Dwayne Benjamin. Giselle. Shot clock down towards 5. They've lost possession. And a turnover for Nymburk. This is Ruban hovering on the edge of the arc. Not thinking about the early shot. Comes out for Yuri Felsch. That's a very good take over on the far side from Sanrus. Through into the paint, and super defence from the Bakken Bears. No shots at the basket yet, but there's the burst from Giselle, and he plants it through. Giselle with the 3. Foul called in the meantime. Well, that'll get the blood pumping. Mike Giselle there with a shot right on the money. And then at the other end, has the foul called on him. So to the line it'll be for Anthony Meyer of the United States of America. And Meyer gets Nymburk up and running. And with unerring accuracy sends another one down. Well, how much does the form book go out of the window when it comes to continental competition? I guess we'll soon find out. One of these teams is going to be upset because they've both won all of their matches so far this season. The Bakken Bears seeing off the Estonian side Tartu in the 2 qualifying rounds. They picked up wins at home and away. It's pretty comfortable in the end that they progressed through. But it is a tough group. Here's Everson. Benjamin thought about the 3. But in the end, the foul called against him. Ruban. Chance for the 2. Comes off the glass. Sanrus to the basket and hangs another one up and in. So the lead changes hands. Giselle. Benjamin. What a cracking atmosphere. Yes, towards the paint. Chance for another 3. But misses altogether from Michel Diouf. He's been in sensational form of late. More about that later. Here's Sanrus. Driving into the lane on his own. Catches the iron, but nothing more for Nymburk. Partisan support here for the Bakken Bears. Now called.
Fine, and nu nummer 23,
So it'll be Laerke at the inbound. Lots of jostling for space going on. The referees will have to be hawk-eyed here. And that's excellent. Up and in off the glass from Giselle. He has all 5 of the Bears' points so far. Into the paint, hook shot off the rim, but it's reclaimed. Good offensive rebound for Nymburk. The Czech side starting confidently here. Ruban sends it up, but it's no good. Now here comes Benjamin for the Bears. Manages to catch the loose ball and sends it through. Superb athleticism from Dwayne Benjamin. And the Bears steal a 3-point march now on their opponents. Nymburk struggling a little in the efficiency. 1 from 5 field goals. Shot clock into single figures. Foul called. So they'll go to the line here, Nymburk. A chance for everyone to catch their breath after hurrying and scurrying first 3 minutes. It's going to be Meyer again, actually. He was successful with his first 2 free throws. He'll be hoping to add another couple. And no mistake again from Anthony Meyer. Nymburk moved back to within 1. Giselle will bring it out for the Bears, although he's got his space limited. Everson. Now Leurke with the 2. No. Catches the rim, but nothing more. Meyer, the bounce pass, picked up by Sanrus. And Meyer goes for 3, long ranger. It just won't go down. Sanrus, another 3-point attempt. No good again. First change of the night then. Leurke makes way, and the man of the moment, Javon Akun-Purcell, comes on. Such an exciting talent, this man. Giselle picks out the new arrival. Goes it alone, Giselle. Now a chance for 2 for Juv. Mid-range, but nothing comes for him. And it's quickly moved forward on the counter by Nymburk. Straight pass. Meyer looking for Bender, but there wasn't quite the understanding they'd hoped. Both teams just starting to settle now. Nearly midway through the first quarter. Here's Dwayne Benjamin. Hoops it back to Everson. Everson drives into the lane. Giselle. No good. Raban to Meyer. Sanrus. Byron Allen's on for Nymburk, and here he is, faltering his way. Foul call of Byron Allen for kicking. It's to the foot here. That's what the referee pointed to on the far side. 2 fouls per side. Bakken Bears lead by 1. It's a 1-point game here in Aarhus, Denmark. Juv. Akun-Purcell looking for his first Champions League points, but gets nothing for his endeavours. And now a quick from coast to coast for Nymburk, but it won't go down. Foul call. A dynamic duo here from Allen and Kraban. But a chance here for Nymburk to retake the lead, which has changed hands repeatedly in the opening 5 or so minutes. Kraban misses at the first attempt. No trouble with the second though. We're back to all square. Now, we talked about the experience that Bakken Bears have. Well, no one's more experienced than Chris Christopherson, the 37-year-old. Good drive from Akun-Purcell, but it's without an end product. Meyer, quick ball from Nymburk. accuracy from open play hasn't been particularly inspiring from Nymburk so far. Now called on Pecha Bender. So this is for again, yeah, clear holding on Michel Juth. So the inbound at the baseline. I think that's a three-point attempt. It is. It's not good though. And away come the Czech visitors, the champions of their domestic league, and the runaway league leaders already. But the Bakken Bears have been in form of their own, with 3 wins from 3 domestically. So 2 Champions League qualifiers as well. Benjamin for 3. Just catches and kisses the iron, but nothing more. Driving into the paint. And again, another miss. Anthony Meyer that time. The rebound falls for Michel Juth. Darpo. Juth goes for 3. Plenty of height on it. Just wouldn't sink. It's been an absorbing start. Not all the success from downtown so far for either of the teams, as the Bears keep things flowing. And it's Thomas Laerka who comes back into the picture. Eugene Lawrence with the inbound ball for Nymburk. Chance for 3. Oh, and drills it. Howard Sanroos clocks up a 3-pointer, and Nymburk are into double figures. Fruvan went off, by the way, as Lawrence came on, and an instant impact, setting up the 3-point shot for Sanroos. Here is Howard Sanroos once again. Eugene Lawrence back to Sanroos, a little bit of space, drives into the paint. The out pass, it won't go. A bit of blessed relief now for Bakken. 6 unanswered points in a row for the visitors. 4 fouls now from Nymburk. Next one, we'll see the Bakken Bears go to the line. 3-point attempt. Catches the iron. The rebound's good though for Juth. Puts it up off the glass, but it won't go in. Lawrence and Sanroos exchanging passes. Oh, that's clever from Meyer. Sanroos, nice attempt, but just misses. Here's Akun Purcell with the long 2. Foul call, and they have reached their limit, Nymburk, so it'll be a couple of free throws here, the first available for the Bears. Well, he's been scoring points for fun in the domestic matches so far. Javon Akun Purcell, 20.5 per game in the 3 matches so far. Chance to get on the board in the Basketball Champions League as well. And he has no problem doing so. Two from 2 for Akun Purcell. Lawrence, meanwhile, goes lightning fast down the other end. Shot was no good. In the meantime, Giselle comes with it for the Bears. Slayerka for three. Great defence from CEZ Nymburk. Lawrence thought about the shot, instead went for the pass, and it was spoiled by Darbo, who read the pass and slapped it away. It'll be with Nymburk though, possession. Remember, these two met last year in the FIFA Europe Cup, and Bakken Bears won home and away, so revenge will be sweet for Nymburk if they can claim victory. They have to do it all again, of course. Play home and away in the group stages. Here's Lawrence into the paint. Three-point attempt, it's good. Nymburk working on their accuracy, improving their numbers. You've got to cut these fouls out, Nymburk, if they possibly can, because Bakken Bears are going to the line gratefully. Another one added. That's Ajama Darbo on the scoreboard in this match, his first point. And doubles the tally. A little more than a minute then left of the first quarter. Nymburk lead by 2 in a tense but enthralling affair so far. Lawrence, what a wonderful run. Just couldn't quite get the layup. Darbo for 3. Catches the iron. Christopherson. Well, that's what he's in there for, the offensive rebound. Lawrence. Shamroos. And it was Byron Allen, I beg your pardon, but he didn't get the shot where he wanted it. Jude. The Senegalese. Oh, with a hook shot. And he adds another 2 as the Bears draw level at 13 points apiece. 15 seconds on the shot clock, just over 20 left of the quarter. So they'll take their time here, Nymburk. Lawrence. Shots to shoot for 3. Rebound stolen. And it's Byron Allen, he'll go for 3. That's no good, not much time here. No time. Well, fascinating first quarter. Nothing that can separate the two as it finishes 13-all. The lead changed hands on multiple occasions there. The Bakken Bears were looking good in the early exchanges, but then Nymburk were successful from the line and enjoyed a bit of three-point success as well, the long-distance field goals. I think Nymburk may be the happier of the two sides so far. Not a lot of success, it must be said, for field goals. Nymburk have had the greater number of shots, and they've been a little more successful at claiming the rebounds, particularly offensively. Here's a few highlights from that first quarter. Giselle had a lot of success first of all. It was his three-pointer which got the scoreboard ticking at first. Got the crowd on their feet as well. But Nymburk wants to hit back first with Shamroos. Michelle's quickly becoming a firm favourite here, as is Dwayne Benjamin, as he slammed down 2 with a rim rocket. He could watch replays of that all night long, frankly. It wouldn't get too old. Shamroos, though, the most effective player for Nymburk. He trails only Anthony Meyer in terms of points secured for the visitors. Stefan Visch. wanting a little more from his side. So the second quarter gets underway. Turnover ball. That's brilliant from Bakken Bears. That's what they've been shouting about here in Denmark. This new arrival from the college basketball in the States, but there's another two for Nymburk. So Dwayne Benjamin comes back on. Christopherson. He who makes way. Giselle back into the fray as well. Expense of Nymburk. Benjamin at the top of the mountain. Might have thought about the three, but it's a long two instead. Off the rim. Almost stolen by Juve. Lawrence, Pacherka. Turnover again, excellent from the Bakken Bears. Benjamin loses possession. It's a little loose. Lawrence. Ambitious pass. It's scrappy out there at the moment. Here's Benjamin into the paint. Great claim by Juve. They did well to prevent the possession from going to the back of the court, but it's going to be an easy two for Nymburk, and they're building a lead now. 4 points. Giselle. Michelle Juve racked up 21 points against Tartu in the second leg as they progressed to the group stages. Giselle was successful in the first quarter with a three from the same distance. It's going to be another two. Pumpala. And timeout call, with Nymburk extending their lead. Plenty for Stefan Visch to get his teeth into here, this team. They've not started the second quarter as they would have hoped. That's the state of affairs then. Nymburk lead by 6. See if we can eavesdrop here on the team talk. Can't really make out a lot of what Visch is saying, other than they've got to execute better. They've turned the possession over there 2 or 3 times, even at the start of this second quarter, but then have lost possession without getting a shot off. That'll be a little concern for him. Given Nymburk a few easy points, which they have gratefully accepted with open hands. This is one of them. Comfortably slotted by Pavel Pumpala. He's one of the players that the coach knows so well. Ronan Dinsberg from Israel, who is the national coach of the Czech Republic. Here goes Nymburk for the Danish side. Bears need to get roaring again. Here's Bakken Bears. Knocked a little off balance, foul called. Bakken Bears notched up his first points from the line, and he'll be doing so again. From Trinidad and Tobago, Bakken Bears. That's 4 from 4 now from the free throw line. Got a rebound there as well. This is Paterka, and off the glass, and the rebound is good. Cridge with the opportunistic two-pointer. Lyurka in the meantime for the Bears. It's a long two from the side. Catches the rim only. At the moment it's Nymburk who are the more efficient. Sam Roos has given it away. Telegraph pass. Giselle. And off the glass and in. 2 for Lyurka. The Bears clawing things back. That was Howard Shamroos who was responsible for the mistaken pass. He looked to make amends. He's had a good game so far, and that's been lost by Paterka. Turnover for Lyurka and for the Bakken Bears. Goes for the layup, and it goes down. The Bears on the move, and the timeout is called. This time it's Dinsberg and CEZ Nymburk who want to have a chat. That was the first mistake from Sam Roos, and Giselle ran the length of the court before offloading. And up and in from Lyurka. It's hard work out there. The intensity has been very high at the start of the second quarter. Though Nymburk rushed into that 6-point advantage, Bakken Bears have quickly made that ground up, and they're within 2. You feel that he's one of the key men, Mike Giselle. Saw that assist a moment ago. He's also managed 5 points of his own. Though all 5 of those points came right at the start of the match. Nymburk with the inbound. This is Welsh, vast experienced Czech player, and Sam Roos slots in 2 more. Everson back into the fray, and Akun Purcell with a perfectly placed 3. He is really settling into his stride now. 1-point game. Giselle, oh what a pass! And Akun Purcell is on fire. He cannot stop scoring, and the Bears have gone from well behind to suddenly 2 in front. Or 1 in front, I beg your pardon. Oh, what a pass that was. Sensational stuff from the Bakken Bears. Not a bad finish either. Welsh. Driving into the lane, off the glass, but it's no good. And now Dwayne Benjamin brings it clear for the Bears. Benjamin all the way, and 2 more. They found their rhythm. The Bears are roaring. Sam Roos, bit of a cauldron atmosphere, but that's reduced the arrears. He's been really clinical actually, Howard Shamroos. He's made 1 or 2 errors with the ball in hand for the pass, but and actually going for field goals, he's had more success than most. Lajerke. Match day one of the Basketball Champions League. We've got some gripping basketball for you. Akun Purcell, always the target at the moment. And why wouldn't he be? Some of the shots he's been making, that could be 2-0. Shot missed by Petter Bender. Well, there is a wealth of experience in this Nymburk side. That's well documented, especially at international level. There's certainly some experience from their opposition as well. Akun Purcell gets another three-pointer. There's no stopping him. Quick reply though from Nymburk. Puts it up and in off the glass for two more. You can see why they're excited about Akun Purcell. He's had a first half to remember so far. Dwayne Benjamin goes for three and drills it. Sam Ruiz. Bakken dealing in threes all of a sudden, and the ball stolen. Akun Purcell all on his own. Rim rocker. You can't allow this man time and space. And that was a freebie. He has 14 personal points. And the Bakken Bears are hitting the gas now in this second quarter. The three-point shot a moment ago. Sniper-like accuracy from the Bakken Bears in the second quarter. It really has been mightily impressive. And it's left CEZ Nymburk with plenty of work to be done. Points. He didn't start the match either, came on midway through the first quarter, and ever since he has been racking them up. He's getting a little rest. So the lead is by 7 now for the Bears. First real test of the season, remember, for CEZ Nymburk. They've been winning matches by massive margins. They've registered 300-point scores in their last 7 fixtures. In the meantime, this is Eugene Lawrence, and swatted impressively. Great defense from the Bears. It's Lajerke for three. And you almost expect it to go down every time in the moment. Benjamin reclaims it and goes for three himself and nails it. The lead is double figures. What a second quarter. And the 14-time Danish champions here are showing exactly what they're made of. Michel Diouf joining the SWAT team. Here is Byron Allen. Raban draws the foul. It was Berg who came across there, rather than Lyerke, who was trying to mark his man. Nymburk inbound ball there. Lawrence finding its way through to Meyer. It's back now with Eugene Lawrence, and the foul's called. And it goes Bakken Bears' way. All the momentum at the moment is with the Danes. They've surged into this 10-point lead and are looking to build it further with the remaining 3 minutes of the first half. Here goes Adama Jarbo. Now Thomas Lyerke. Benjamin for 3 more. Catches the iron, nothing more. Jarbo. Well, they're getting to the rebound both offensively and defensively at the moment. Michel Diouf has had a good time of it. To the top of the mountain, it's with Adama Jarbo. Good pass, great vision to pick out Benjamin. And the low post, it is slammed in by Michel Diouf. Everything at the moment is going the way of the Bears. Another timeout. CEZ Nymburk need to recollect here. It's in an enviable position they're in, not just the 12-point deficit, but it is an absolute cauldron of an atmosphere inside the Aarhus Arena. Fantastic support from the Bakken Bears faithful, who have turned out en masse and are delivering just the atmosphere I'm sure that Stefan Wies would have wanted. It's Wies, the coach, who's having his say now.
Okay, so we try to hit Misha if they attack. If not, we're going to come up here and we're going to run Russia. Okay, we're going to run Russia. But let's see if we can get the ball into Misha.
Again, trying to make out the inner workings of the brain of Wies and what he's saying. Mostly, I think, keeping up the tempo will be the key for them. Well, and the draw was made. Not many fancied Bakken Bears in a tough group, but they are underlining their credentials here. Lyerke to Berg. Benjamin trying to be the man in support. Driving into the paint was Jarbo, but the ball's been turned over. Benjamin frustrated. So Shamrush with the inbound for Nymburk. Once the referee's pleased that we can restart, which he is at last. Nymburk needs to find a way here to get back into this match. 3 points would certainly help, but the iron defies visitors, so it's been given away rather too casually, and that's 2 for Brian Allen. The newest recruit to this Nymburk team, to the United States as well. Jarbo thought about going it alone. That's well kept in. Turnover for Nymburk, and a good pass and real good pace in the attack, and that's 2 more again for Nymburk. And they are now on the move here, the Czech side. Lyerke. Long two attempted, but not successful. And coast to coast from the visitors. Lawrence kept out, but Allen, and off the glass and in from Bender. 6 points unreplied, and now it's a 6-point game again, and that's more manageable for Nymburk with just 15 seconds left on the clock in this first half. Last words of wisdom from Coach Vish. Akun Purcell back on it, and when he's on the court, well, the atmosphere is a bit electric, it has to be said. And here he is with 4 seconds. Akun Purcell for three, off the rim, and the half ends with Bakken Bears in control, you could say. They did have a 12-point lead, and Nymburk at the back end of that second quarter just managed to claw it back to a manageable margin. Fascinating first half of action on match day one of the Basketball Champions League. The Bakken Bears lead 39-33 at the break. Well, frankly, no questions about who the star of the half was. Devon Akun Purcell, straight out of college basketball this summer. He signed from Illinois State University, and he's carried on his fine early season form with 14 points for his team today. Dwayne Benjamin's also had plenty of success, particularly from outside of the arc. Still more plotting and tactical consideration for the head coach Stefan Vish and the rest of his team around him before they go in and give the team talk, but they'll be happy with that second quarter in particular. The first quarter was dead at level, 13 all. Here are the highlights. Giselle with the 3 points to get things off and running. And he got the first 5 of the night for the Bears. Shamrock has had a good first couple of quarters as well for the Czech champions. Dwayne Benjamin doing what Dwayne Benjamin does best there. With little pressure around the basket, and he slammed home two. But for every bit of progress that the home side would make, they kept being pegged back by Nymburk. It's a 3-point shot from Meyer, who was also successful from the free throw line. Michel Juff has got a lot of points in recent times. He got 21 in their qualifier against Tartu. And he was a regular scorer in the first half. And as I mentioned, Nymburk were looking good. Start of the second quarter, they had a 19-13 lead at one point. Pumpala and Paterka adding further points. This was Pumpala's easy two. But then after that, the beast awoke, or rather the Bears awoke. And the Bakken Bears were so impressive. Devon Akun Purcell in particular. You see highlights again of the good rebound shot from Martin Krish. This is where it started to turn. That pass from Saint-Russe, and Giselle assisted for Layerke. At that point they still were down by 2. I think it was 17-15 to Nymburk, but it all quickly started to change. And Layerke certainly had his successes. And despite the fact Shamroos kept demonstrating his athleticism, this was the man, Akun Purcell, with some remarkable shooting from, well, pretty much anywhere. 3-point shots, 2-point shots, slam dunks. He had the lot, this man. Still only 23 years of age. His first season as a pro basketball player, and boy oh boy is he enjoying himself. Playing with a smile on his face at all times. Got a helping hand once or twice as well from Dwayne Benjamin. But there was simply no stopping the Bakken Bears. Beg your pardon, it was Akun Purcell who notched up no fewer than 14 points in the first 2 quarters. This was his easiest score of the night. Set up all on his own, and he simply couldn't miss, and he didn't. Cooley slotting home 2 more. And you get the feeling the crowd are enjoying his presence on the court. One of the greatest defensive highlights of the night was that block from Michel Diouf. As Benjamin added 3 more. And the lead was built to 12 points at one stage in that second quarter for the Bakken Bears. Our cameraman got a little bit of a blast. At that point, it seemed like the Bakken Bears were just going to keep running away with it and have a rather sizable lead going into half-time. They still do have a lead going into half-time, but it may not be as significant as it would have been, thanks to some late scoring from CEZ Nymburk. That mistake from Benjamin was a freebie for Brian Allen, and he didn't say no, and neither did Peter Bender. So that is the state of affairs. 39-33 the Bakken Bears lead. We'll be back with you in 5 minutes' time for the second half. Welcome back then to the Aarhus Arena, and well, the second half of the first match day of this brand new competition. The Basketball Champions League will be underway shortly. The Bakken Bears lead by 6, 39-33 after an absorbing first half of action. Really, you couldn't take your eyes off it. Dwayne Benjamin there was pretty impressive. He got 10 points. The man of the moment, though, was Devon Akun Purcell. He got 14 points, and he probably only played a little more than half of the first 2 quarters. 13 minutes, I'm told. 13 minutes and 40 seconds, and he popped in with 14 points. This was his best shot. Arguably, 3 points. Sunk. Hook, line and sinker. The visitors, CEZ Nymburk, have had their moments. Howard Sanroos has registered 9 points. He's their top scorer after a chastening first half, you could say. They started well enough. It was 13 apiece after the first 10 minutes, but in that second quarter, the home side started to get away. What it means is that we've got an excellent second half in store, especially because Nymburk showed they were not going to lie down. 6 points without reply at the back end of that first half, so it's made things interesting. 6-point game is a tight game nonetheless, and this is the match to watch, I think. Might be biased, but you've got a cracking atmosphere at the Aarhus Arena, a full house crammed inside, partisan support as well. They are backing the Bears 100%. Goes awfully quiet when Nymburk score, but no doubt the return leg, which is going to be played in a few weeks' time in the Czech Republic, in the town of Nymburk, which is about 45 kilometres east of the capital Prague, which you may know. Nymburk, a little known town, but really it's an outskirts, it's almost a suburb of the capital. And actually, in terms of air miles, one of the shorter journeys that they'll have to make in this competition for CEZ Nymburk. And the fact in their group they've got opponents from Turkey, from Slovenia, from Greece, from Israel. Denmark is just a hop, skip and a jump away. Pavel Pumpala is going to start the second half for CEZ Nymburk. He's one of those key cogs in the machine for the champions of the Czech Republic, who need a good second half, and they need particularly a good third quarter here to get back into it. Here's Mike Giselle in the meantime, and now Lyurka to Benjamin. Thought about the shot for 3, instead takes on the long 2, and it's no good. Pumpala. Sanroos looking to pick up from where he left off after the second quarter. Free scorer for the visitors. Giselle. Lyurka from outside of the arc. It's a flat shot. It's funny really, because this crowd is noisy at the best of times, but you almost wait with anticipation for when Akun Purcell comes on. And at present he remains on the bench. Is Giselle, and Benjamin for 3, not quite. Close but no cigar. Sanroos driving into the lane. Back out to the experienced Yuri Velsh, wearing the number 9 jersey. Pumpala. Bender, Pumpala for the mid-range. Perhaps unsurprising that the Nymburk coach has gone with the experienced guys at the start of this third quarter. Almost a reverse layup there from Benjamin. And the foul drawn. Lights up the court, Dwayne Benjamin. His character as well as his talent. Saw that in the first half at times. Oh, what a run that is. Superb from Brian Allen. Won't get much applause out of the home support here, but that was impressive stuff. Giselle, coupled with the 6 points at the back end of the second quarter. That's now 8 points without reply for Nymburk. Benjamin, they're doing what they need to. Ball fell loose. Giselle, long two, and drains it. Perfect tonic for the Bears after those 8 unreplied points. Here's Bender, draws the foul from Juve. And it means that Petra Benja will have a chance to eat into that lead again from the line. They had plenty of free throws early on in the match. Didn't have so many as the first half drew on, but here they have a couple. Bender looking to add to his 4 points so far. One of those players that played for the Czech Republic at Eurobasket 2015 when they got to the quarter-finals, which was a good result for them. So 2 for Bender, 2 for Nymburk, and it's a 4-point game. Giselle. Lyurka. Top of the mountain. Looks for support, finds support. Giselle, oh, good take by Lyurka. Off balance, Benjamin, no. Shot clock violation. Nymburk doing well at the turnovers. 11 turnovers to Bakken 7. Sam Roos. Brian Allen. They did a good start to their third quarter. They've got it. Brian Allen. And that's going to go down for 2 more. It's all Nymburk at the moment. They trailed by 2, but they did trail by 12. Benjamin. Top of the mountain for 3. Off the iron from Lyurka. And Samrus comes away with it to Allen. Into the paint. Difficult shot, makes it. All square. He's having a cracking game. Here's Brian Allen. That was excellent, wasn't it? Super run and a top finish as well. 41 points all. Akun Purcell into the mix. It's exciting when he enters the court, but his pass goes astray and it's been stolen. And Nymburk will look to add a further 2 and take the lead, but misses at first. Concerned faces on the Bakken Bears side of things, and with good reason. So he didn't make the shot, but he'll still have 2 from the line. This all comes within the context of the fact that they were 39-27 down. But now they're in the lead. Not a position they necessarily thought they might have again. And no good. Ball lost, turnover ball. Darbo. Oh, Akun Purcell with a layup attempt, and he was upended. Foul called on Pumpala. Well, 14 points in the first half. Scored over a 13-minute period. It was a scoring spree, quite frankly. It's to get underway in the second half. And for the first time tonight, Akun Purcell misses from the free throw line. Generally, they've had a lot of success from free throws. But it's none from two on that occasion. Samrus. Nymburk looking to build their lead. Off the glass, but it won't go down. Right from the start, this has had all the makings of a Champions League thriller, and so it is proving. Darbo, there are special nights, these European nights. Shot clock into single figures. No success there, but Benjamin with the rebound. Pumpala runs the length of the court. Samrus into the paint. Off the glass. And somehow seems to reclaim it. But draws the foul. Possession stays with Nymburk. Bit of a protest from Morton Charlotte. It falls on deaf ears. Not seen a lot of Charlottes in this match. The big man returns. Christopherson. Pumpala. Welsh. And Allen goes for three, catches the iron. Akun Purcell. Rapid on the offence, but it comes to an abrupt end. Allen sinks it, two more. Quick fire counter from Nymburk. Bears made to pay. Charlotte to Akun Purcell. Can he do his magic again? Experienced work for Nymburk. We were saying at the start of the third quarter how it was getting the guys who've played at the highest level as much as possible on the pitch together, and now it seems to be the tactics adopted by the home coach, but it could be two more. It is two more, off the glass and in for Nymburk, and specifically for Petter Bender. Iversen and Christopherson both on at the same time for the Bears. I tend to see that in the first half as the foul count increases. Tends to come on for short and sharp bursts with good reason. Christopherson 37, Nikolai Iversen 36. As Nymburk ring the changes, on comes Anthony Meyer. team have tended to make more changes in this match. Changed it around there, 5. Darbo, long 2 from the side, difficult shot, didn't make it, but the rebound's good for Christopherson. His first points of the night. And the Bears are on the hunt. 3-point shot attempt, it misses by some distance, but they've recycled this nicely. The official wants to have something checked here. There's a question mark about the shot clock, actually. I was trying to look at the shot clock that was on the court. It was fizzing around a lot. I think his possession changed hands. Make a decision. Anyway. Driving into the paint. And it's good for 2 more for Nymburk. They trailed by 12. They now lead by 5. 3 minutes of the third quarter remaining. Lyurke. Low post. Akun Purcell. Clever pass. Goes for 3. Stays out. And quickest to the rebound was the defence, and Nymburk come on a rapid-fire counter, and that's got to be 2 more. It is. Up and in from Meyer, and it's been a fascinating reversal of fortunes in the third quarter. Akun Purcell for 2. Beautiful shot made. They need him to step up to the plate. His first points of the second half have taken some time to come, but they've arrived now. Samrus. Pumpala draws the foul. That's Bakken Bears up to 4 fouls for the third quarter. Byron Allen, 11 points. It's to boot as well. So inbound ball from Nymburk. It's found its way to Howard Shanros. Allen always calling for the ball. Hungry for possession. Seemingly at all times, but he's been done. Two minutes remaining in the third quarter. Bakken closing the gap in points, closing the gap in turnovers as well. Everson with the inbound. Here's Mike Giselle. He's been very reliable in this match so far. Travelling against Akun Purcell. It's not for the first time tonight. And a timeout's been called. So a chance to regroup here. Well, CEZ Nymburk have had a lot of success in this third quarter. They've quietened the crowd. They started by trailing by 6. Been good at turning over possession. They've been excellent at the rebounds. Look at that, 38 rebounds to Bakken's 28. And frankly, that's probably where you can track the success too. And the way the match has turned in this third quarter.
you up for that. Right?
Remember, this Czech team are used to winning and winning handsomely. They won't be accustomed to really close matches. Their average winning margin in their 7 matches of the domestic season to date, 35 points, would you believe? They've got rock-solid opposition in the Bakken Bears, who are the current league leaders in the domestic league. They're not the defending champions, though. They lost out to Horsens the last couple of years. They won it every season from 2011 to 2014, and it's for that reason they brought back their old coach, Stefan Fisch. He's had his say. Now it's time for the players to execute on the court. Samru's driving, gets into the lane, but tried an overly ambitious pass there. He's ended up sending it into the crowd. You are very close to the action here in Denmark. Giselle, Lajerke. Juff finds Akun Purcell. He'll usually shoot when he gets the opportunity. Juff, Giselle for 3. Oh, and drains it. The Bears back to within 2. And have we got a match in our hands? Possession reclaimed, and that'll be 2 easy points for the ever impressive Howard Samrus. Giselle, he's on fire. Great passing move this from the Bears. It doesn't end in success though. Stolen though. Here's Iversen. Lajerke. They'll take their time. Shot clock into single figures. Giselle finds a way. Last attack then of the quarter. Can the Bears keep Nymburk out? Almost a loose pass there from Samrus. This is Byron Allen. Top of the key and sinks another one. 2 more for Nymburk. There's 2 seconds remaining. They won't even get a shot off. So what a fascinating third quarter that was, and what a turnaround. Bears only registering 11 points, a disappointment for them. They were excellent in that second quarter where they led by 12. They finished the half leading by 6, but they finished the third quarter trailing by 4. CEZ Nymburk, the Czech champions, showing exactly what they are made of. And experience counted there. Bender, Hruban, Meyer, who is the newest signing from the USA, and Yuri Velsh, all key members of this Nymburk team, and impressed there. So a few choice words, I might imagine, here from Stefan Fisch. His tactical insights helped the team in that second quarter, but not in the third so much. Allen in particular shone for Nymburk, has to be said. His movement inside the front court has been something that's been very hard for the defence to deal with. And he's been very effective. A little too hot to handle, quite frankly. But 4 points isn't a huge distance for the Bears to make up. A lot of missed shots, but on that occasion Iversen was there to, in fact it was Kristoffersen to put home the rebound. It's a clever pass, wasn't it, from Hruban to find Meyer, give him an easy shot to make, and make it he did. So then underway in the fourth and final quarter. We're still none the wiser as to who's going to win this first match of the Basketball Champions League. That's a great shot from Giselle. He's up to 14 points for the night. And the Bears are back to within 2. It's just the start they needed. It's statement of intent, a real marker for their intentions. And Nymburk rattled perhaps. That was a poor pass from Anthony Meyer. Lawrence to the inbound. 3-point shot. And drained. Great from Byron Allen. He's having quite a night. 16 points for Allen. Top scorer on the Nymburk side of things. Akun Purcell remains the highest scorer for the Bakken Bears, but he struggled a little bit since half-time. Giselle brings it out from the back of the court. What options has he got? Shot clock in the single figures. Giselle goes to the basket and off the glass and in. Nymburk looking for a rapid-fire response. Here's their man, Byron Allen, into the paint. That's a difficult shot, and he's denied. Layerka. Oh, what a shot! Makes it. The Bakken Bears to within one. And the timeout called by Nymburk. All aboard the comeback train for the Bakken Bears. A couple of great shots here. First from Mike Giselle. That looked almost impossible. Then Layerka did really well to get the shot off, let alone sink it. An important team talk here coming up from Ronan Dinsberg. Let's eavesdrop. Well, the stats tell it all that it's been very tight, essentially, but the Bears enjoying more success from outside of the arc. 6 3-pointers compared to just 3 from CEZ Nymburk. It's been an absorbing contest right from the get-go, and with just more than 8 minutes left of the match. It's a 1-point game. Pumpala. Allen for 3. Oh, drains it. Great shot from Allen. He's up to 19 points for the night. Benjamin. And Juff with a hook shot. Denied by Lawrence, and that's a great pass, and this will be 2 more without any trouble for Byron Allen and CEZ Nymburk. They lead by 6. Giselle can barely stay up with the pace of this match at the moment, but it's a turnover for Nymburk. And Lawrence to Allen for 3 more. Off the iron, and Benjamin's there to collect the defensive rebound. That's a foul every day of the week. Petter Bender. Remember the last meeting between the two was in the group stages of last season's FIFA Europe Cup. Those were 2 very tight matches. They both went the way of the Bakken Bears. 3-point win on home soil, a 2-point win in the Czech Republic. How tight is this going to be? Layerka almost gave possession away there to Sam Roos, but Giselle collects gratefully. Akun Purcell manoeuvring into a little bit of space. Violation. Just stepped out of play, I think. It's either that or a shot clock violation. Nymburk at the moment looking to assume control. It's been quite the second half for them. Darbo. Michel Juff. Dwayne Benjamin. Strangled, but they will keep hold of possession. Akun Purcell's actually come off. One red hot spell in the first half, but hasn't been able to recreate the form since half time. Layerka chats for a three. It won't go down, but Layerka's there to tidy up on the offensive rebound, and the foul's called. Giselle. Layerka. With defence that are being as gritty as they possibly can be, not allowing any easy shots. Possessions, clear foul there on Layerka. Benjamin almost gave possession away, goes for the long three. And Juff collects the rebound, and he's fouled, and Nymburk are giving away the fouls. They're up to 4. There's still 6.5 minutes of the final quarter remaining. Well, they need every point they can get. Juff misses. So still a 6-point game. Was not the outcome they were hoping for. The Bakken Bears from the free throw line. Shamroos driving in towards the paint, off the glass, but no good. Benjamin going coast to coast, but is unable to get the shot off. Last-ditch defending from Nymburk, quite effective, mind. Last touch was off a Nymburk jersey. So, inbound ball back of Bears. Layerka. Long two, tempted and missed. To slow things down here, maintain possession, let the shot clock run down. Lawrence. Felsch. the shot clock is coming down to its final dregs. Lawrence, mid-range 2 attempted, missed. They've thrown possession away there. The Bakken Bears. Good game management. And Allen layup and 2 more added. And the lead extended to 8. Benjamin to immediately hit back. Giselle. Last touch. Timeout call. Bakken Bears. And they need to arrest the slide here. Byron Allen has had quite the second half. He's up at 23 points in this match now. Responsible for over a third of the points accumulated by CEZ Nymburk. Snap and piece here. Going to draw up a plan to pull back the deficit. We saw Nymburk have 12 points very quickly. So, still hope for Bakken Bears. It's a long time in basketball.
When you're right here, let's sit with this, okay, and really crash down, see if we can hit Wayne straight away. Come on, okay? Hey, see if you can hit Wayne straight away. It's not gonna be one shot. We need 3 points, another one, we got it. Hey, go play. Let's go.
He'll be acutely aware that any fouls now from Nymburk will send the Bears straight to the line. Serena home to the Bakken Bears for basketball and also to the city's handball team. Here's Benjamin. Pivoting impressively, but the shot is not successful on this occasion. It's a long way down to the floor for him. I wonder if he'd hurt himself initially. Just closed down by 3 in the navy blue of Nymburk. So which of these teams is going to keep their winning runs going? Will it be the Bears, who've won all 5 matches they've played this season, or CEZ Nymburk, who've won all 7 of their domestic encounters, and by some distance in most of those matches. They lead by 8 here. Lawrence goes for 2, and that's a super shot. The lead up to double figures. And that's of real concern now to the Bakken Bears. And they've reclaimed possession immediately. Have the visitors. Eugene Lawrence. Oh, clever from Welsh. Rebound is missed. Still comes back out for Yuri Welsh. Now Krish. Lawrence. There's a few tired legs out there now. Lawrence for 3. That really could have been too much for the Bears, but the shot missed. Adama Jarbo. Akun Purcell couldn't quite take it into his stride. Jarbo loses the ball again, turnover. They've been so good at that, Nymburk, throughout the match. Getting the steals and the turnovers. They're in no rush. Whenever they get possession, happy to eat away at the clock a little. Lawrence into the pain. It's going to be Pumbala to add the 2. So they're at the place the Bears were at just before half-time, a 12-point lead. Juff hook shot off the glass and misses. He pulled out some magic in that first half, Javon Akun Purcell, and they're going to need him to wave his wand again. Byron Allen. He's had his own wizardry in this match, but he misses on that occasion. It's swatted away by the defence, Akun Purcell. And Jiff draws the foul, and they'll get a go to the line. Whipped away, wasn't it, by Benjamin, impressively. Again, all of these points count. Just missed a couple of free throws early in the quarter. Missed again there. How they did that. Everson comes on for the Bakken Bears, who have no time to waste here. 2 minutes and 45 left on the clock. All the space there for Lawrence. Allen, great ball, and in from Welsh. So the lead is as big as it's been for either of the teams. It's not quite the final nail in the coffin yet. But if you're a CEZ Nymburk supporter, you're looking good at the moment. 2 minutes and a few extra seconds remain for Bakken Bears. They may have to deal in threes here if they are going to get back. Allen, Chris for 3, misses, and Akun Purcell comes away with it. Nearly lost possession there, just about keeps hold of it, and finds a good pass out to Everson. More like it from the Bakken Bears, 3-pointer shot, kisses the rim, they get nothing more for it. Welsh. Allen, the lane, draws the foul, and they'll get to go to the line. It has been a great contest. You've got to give credit where credit is due to Nymburk. They quieten the crowd. It's been some Champions League. Javon Akun Purcell lit up the first half. And Allen hits the first, no trouble. Christensen's come on meanwhile for the Bears, the young number 9. And another added, so it's a 15-point winning margin now. Giselle. Games come thick and fast from here. There'll be in domestic action at the weekend, and then next Tuesday and Wednesday there's more Champions League action for you. It runs week to week throughout the season. The group stages keep going till January, and it's into the knockout phase before the final four happens in a weekend at the end of April. But it has been a wonderful night. The first night of action from the Basketball Champions League. Here's Welsh looking to extend their lead. Points difference could play a significant part in the long run. Here is Yuri Welsh. He's used all of his experience so well. Krish, Lawrence. Allen for three, long distance, kept out into the last few seconds of the match then. Can they finish with a flourish? Lawrence and Krish makes the shot. Nymburk up to 75. The shot misses, and revenge is a dish best served cold, and CEZ Nymburk have done that in the cool climate of Denmark. They might have lost twice to them in last year's FIFA Europe Cup, but in the first match of this year's Basketball Champions League, CEZ Nymburk have secured an impressive come-from-behind win. They were 12 points down at the back end of the second quarter before turning the screw in the third and fourth quarters. That man, Byron Allen, deserves the plaudits. 25 points to his name. Made 10 field goals in total and 5 assists to boot. Sam Roos did his part as well, particularly in the first half. But Allen came into his own in the second. And CEZ Nymburk, the champions of the Czech Republic, begin their Champions League campaign with a big win. An 18-point margin in the end. Delight for Ronan Ginsberg, the manager of, or the head coach rather, of the Nymburk team, but also of the national side. And his troops came up trumps. Think of the likes of Pumpala, Bender, Ruban and Welsh. They played their part, as did the Bakken Bears, who are left licking their wounds somewhat. But Dwayne Benjamin had a great match. Devon Akun Purcell had a crazy 10-minute period where he just couldn't stop scoring, quite frankly. And they were able to introduce some of their youngsters, including young Christensen there, the number 9. But it wasn't to be on the end for a crowd packed to the rafters here at the Aarhus Arena. Giselle and Akun Purcell, the top scorers for the Bears, but the night belongs to Nymburk, with Allen the standout performer. Here are the best shots from the second half of action. And of course the home team, the Bakken Bears, came into the second half with a 6-point lead, but it was quickly reduced by the likes of Byron Allen, whose dynamism in the front court caused the Bears problems in abundance. And Devon Akun Purcell, who had an impressive first half, couldn't quite recreate the form in the second half, and Allen was unstoppable. His runs often coast to coast from the back of the court to the very front, and clinical and efficient with his field goals as well. He kept the scoreboard ticking over. You almost didn't realise the score was getting away from the home side. They tried to call on the experience of Everson, and he added 2 there. But for every step that the Bears took forward, it was almost 2 steps back, with Anthony Meyer scoring a couple of doubles there. Had to try and deal it a bit. Giselle had some success from outside of the arc, but not enough as it turned out. And the match really started to get away from the Bears. Thanks to this guy. Good news is they don't have to wait too long for their next fixtures. Bakken Bears go to Greece next. They'll be at Aris next Wednesday. Whilst CEZ Nymburk play that very same day. As they are at home to the Israeli side, Ironi Nahoria. And the two clubs do it all again, of course. The Bakken Bears go to the outskirts of Prague on the 6th of December. And they'll be awaiting that one. And they'll be hoping to serve their own dish of revenge. But the night certainly belongs to CEZ Nymburk. The champions of the Czech Republic had a great start domestically, 7 wins from 7. And they continued their victorious ways in the Champions League tonight.
Doesn't matter, right? Going out.
Put it out of the way.
Huh?
Forward. 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 All forward to one side. All forward to one side. Og den nummer 21 kommer til linjehallen. Number 13, Martin Majerka. Number 21, Tony Meyer. Ved siden af hovedkampen. Du kan også købe konkurrence som i dag en t-shirt op og komme ned til speakerbordet. Tak for det, og husk at have herrepausen. Og 2 point med Brian. Ryan Ellis was 21. Så er det Ryan Ellis. Han har 22 point i 20 i anden hold. Næste hjemmekamp er på søndag kl. 15:00. Der er Bakken Bears mod Bakken Bears. Han var på 1. november. Bakken Bears